These Ubiquiti access points were a breeze to install. The centralized controller is used to set them up, and doesn't need to run all the time unless you need advanced options like guest portal or stats. I deployed 2 of these APs on my house, and in less than 20 minutes I had both of them running with one main SSID and a guest network. Performance-wise, range and throughput are similar, but phones seem to connect and roam faster with the new setup. AP placement is much easier due to POTO, so you could increase your range by placing them more strategically. The UniFi Controller is great and provides great granular control. I really recommend steering away from high-end consumer routers. Buy these APs, get better Wi-Fi and save money. This is a great AP. If you can run the UniFi Controller software somewhere on your home network, it's extremely configurable. Ubiquiti keeps improving the firmware and software to add new features. There's even an app, Android, I installed on my phone that lets me manage most every aspect of the AP. Setting up an isolated guest network on a separate VLAN was very easy through the UniFi webpage. There's a cool firewall feature to allow certain IPs and subnets before authentication, i.e., to access the UniFi portal to enter the guest password, and deny IPs or subnets after authorization, effectively keeping guests out of your LAN. I recommend using this method of securing your LAN rather than complicate it with firewall rules on the router. The only caveat to all this is that AC in this case does not mean gigabit speeds. I can get about 120 megabits per second at best on my phone. Thanks to the UniFi app, I can test it throughout the house, and maybe 250 megabits per second on a recent laptop. I get about the same throughput but better distance using 802.11n on 2G. Maybe everyone has figured this out by now, but I thought I'd mention it in case you are under the mistaken impression that it will be significantly faster. Easy install. Increased my Wi-Fi speed by 6x at all points in my house, 3,800 square feet. Full signal strength throughout entire house including garage. Getting steady 52 Mbps over Wi-Fi. Very discreet. Looks like a smoke detector. Also works great as a night light for my upstairs hallway, unintended benefit of the LED which can be turned off if you want like it. This thing is absolutely amazing, and blows a 5-year-old consumer-grade router's Wi-Fi radio out of the water. Definitely made me plan out a future full Ubiquiti network build for it when I finally splurge on gigabit internet for the house. I've had this AP installed for the last 2 weeks on my wall in my downstairs living room and it is a night and day difference to the Wi-Fi radio in my 5-year TP-Link Archer. This thing reaches all 4 corners of my 2,300 square feet house and then some. I'm getting nearly 90 Mbps symmetrical in the furthest upstairs room of my house when I pay for 100 symmetrical, soon to be gigabit when I upgrade to a USG and Ubiquiti switch. Click link in description for more reviews.